Hi crafty friends, it's Tracy Hines, aka Nanner Banana, and in today's video we are making these really cute folios that can hold tags and ephemera and things like that. And we make it out of one manila folder. So there is a pocket in the front, a pocket on each side, and a pocket on the back. This would be an example of something you would paper clip in, or it could be tucked into a pocket depending on the size of your pocket. We are going to get started here as soon as I retie my bow. So I'm almost over my code that I got from my grandkids. I watched them over the holiday weekend recently and unfortunately picked up a little bit of a bug, but I am feeling better. Okay, so the first step, we are going to cut this 5 inches, and I'm cutting it, so I want this side to stay intact. And I'm just going to measure 5 inches on my paper trimmer and cut. Now you want to keep all these pieces because this is what you make your pockets out of. Now the finished measurement is 5 by 7, but we need to allow for that flap here in the front. So we want to cut this to, the flap is 2.5 inches, so 7 and 2.5 inches will be 9.5 inches. And then we need to trim this to 2.5 inches here. So right now that's going to put us going down to 7. And I'm just eyeballing it. It's not perfect from the standpoint. I may have cut it a little bit longer than what it needs to be, but it'll be okay because I'm going to bring it over here, line it up to the 7, and go ahead and fold this. Okay, so there we go. All right. And that gets us our flap in the front. We just need to make sure that we've got it lined up properly here. We got our folded correctly is what I'm trying to say. And then we will trim off the excess. Okay. So I used antique receipts that are from a hay scale because of the theme of my junk journal, but I think this is the perfect opportunity to just use text, like book page with text on it. We always have more of that than what we need, and that is the perfect place to put. So you'd put a piece here and a piece here. Basically, this part here would all be covered in book page. Like I said, I'm going to be using this receipt. I know that it's 5 inches wide, so I'm going to go ahead and trim mine down. And I also know that it's 7 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and trim mine down. Here, let's see. There's that, 7. Actually, do it like this. Is that right? I feel like I'm doing something very wrong here. Oh, that's right. I almost did do it wrong, and I've only got one of these left. I need it to be 9.5 to allow for that flap. Now the back side will not need to be that wide, but this side does. And then 5 inches. Okay. Yeah, this is my second attempt at filming tonight. First attempt, Luke hasn't barked once this evening. I turned the camera on and he is barking like crazy because of, I couldn't tell you why. And so it just got so out of hand, I just decided to start the video over versus having all that going on. I know you guys like to see Luke and hear from Luke, but sometimes it can be a bit much. All right, and I'm just using my Tombow Mono glue stick. I've recently started using this over the Yoo-Hoo glue sticks, and I really like it even more. Can't say enough good things about this glue stick. It's good. At first, I had my doubts because it's clear and it's not purple or you can't tell where you've been gluing, but I've gotten used to that and I actually really like it. All right. Just the adhesion is superior to anything I've used. Been really impressed with it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this one down. All right. Oh, here we go. We're going to start barking again. Luke, that is enough. No, no. So I just use my scissors to trim. Since the base is a file folder, it's pretty sturdy. I just trim around that. You're going to be inking around this, so a little bit of that unevenness you won't even notice because it will be getting all inked up when it's all said and done. So I've got it covered in this particular case receipt, but like I said, I think book page is probably a great way to go. Now, the next thing we're going to cut is our pockets. All right, so the first pocket that we need is 4.5 inches. I'm trying to remember, 4.5 inches wide. Pardon me, guys, for coughing. I'm not 100% yet. Trim that. You know what? I think I just messed up again. Oh well. We'll get her. We'll get it figured out. All right. Let's go ahead and make this the 5 inches for the one on the back. And then I can go back and... So I'm doing the back pocket right now. That is 5 inches wide, and just the cut, that original cut we made, that's how tall it is. So you can see that's going to be the back pocket. And then I don't know for sure. Here, yep, we're good. This is 4.5, and then we want it to be by 3 inches. 4.5. I think that's, yeah, 4.5 by 3 inches. And that's our front pocket. So 4.5 by 3 for our front pocket. And then we just did the 5 inches for the back pocket. And now the insides, we are just going to trim these. So we've got how each side is. I'm just trimming it to make it like into a little thing here on the inside. Let me show you. So it makes a nice, cute little tuck in there. I'm actually going to trim that down just a hair more. So it ends up being 3 3/4 from that edge. There we go. All right, now we have all of our pockets cut from that same manila folder, and all we have to do now is put the illustrated book pages on all of these surfaces. And when we do that, because we're going to put a book page illustration on each of those and this flap, we need to think about what that image is going to be. So here is a book with some chicken images, just the pages from that book. And I'm going to look through here and get some images that I like. I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm just finishing up with putting my images on my pockets. And I just picked images that I thought looked interesting. And this is another good way to use up your children book page illustrations for these types of folios, because this would make great Happy Mail to send a friend. And then you could put whatever you want in the pockets. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to glue these down. But first, we've got a couple little things to do. The first thing you want to do is make a little tab or indentation for that front pocket. And then the other thing I liked to do with mine was round this top flap. I wanted to round the corners. Now it's time to ink, and then we can start gluing things down. So let's go ahead and get everything inked. I'm at an awkward angle with the camera here, so just bear with me as I ink this. Ink all the edges of the folio base as well as all the edges on the pockets. This is a no-sew project, which I know some of you will appreciate. I suppose you could sew though if you wanted to, but honestly I think this has plenty going on without adding a sewing detail. Okay. All right, so we've got all that inked. Now we can ink all the pockets. All right, everything's inked. Now we can glue down all the pockets. Just using some Fabri-Tac for this part. You can see how cute that is. Just to pull out one of these that we've already done, I'm going to be putting eyelets here and here and putting the trim through there too. Then we'll put our back pocket on. Okay, now let's put our inside pockets on. And if you wanted to cover the inside of this in book page, you certainly could. That is an option too. I thought about it, but I thought, well, that's going to mostly be closed up, and then I'm going to have ephemera inside that is going to kind of cover up some of the manila folder, so I decided I wouldn't. All right, now then let me get my crocodile out. And then if you don't have this tool, you could just use a hole punch and punch holes and just run your ribbon through that as well. You don't have to have this tool, but it certainly, I think adding like the eyelet hardware adds something to it personally. Just adds more texture and dimension. All right, I know I have one eyelet out that I dropped earlier. I can go ahead and squeeze on there. Now then, let me get one more eyelet. I apologize if the lighting's not as good as it usually is. It is stormy here this evening, so the sky is dark, even though it is not quite that time of night yet. All right. So there's our finished project. We're just going to run some ribbon through it. And I go around it 3 times to figure out what size ribbon I need to tie a bow, but I wanted to show you the end result here. So we've got our pocket, our flap, our inside pockets, and our back pocket. And then I just take some ribbon and go around it 3 times. And that's how I get the length I need to tie a bow. All right, here's that, and then I take this and I take it around the back and crisscross it over, and then bring it back around to the front and tie a little bow, and we are done. You guys have to let me know if you like this little folio, if you think you'll make one. Keep in mind, you know, depending on the image, the illustrated pages you use can determine what theme you're working on. It doesn't have to be a chicken theme, but I think it is adorable. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Don't forget to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.